Alright, welcome back to my Let's Play of Excavation of Hob's Barrow. Where we left off, we got the crate. Got what we needed, but we just need oil. So we gotta try to find oil for the lantern. So I guess let's explore. Let's find oil. We'll check the pub and see if we can borrow some oil. If not, I bet you there's some oil in her room for like whatever lantern light source she has in her room.
Can I please have a new candle for my room?
I'll go upstairs and replace it this evening.
Can I have one now?
It's not dark yet, Miss Bateman.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay, let's just go in her room and see here.
A sturdy looking thing. I've stored my a box within a box. The wardrobe, I've hung my aside from that. A decrepit.
Do you know?
An empty bowl. I don't wish to carry the...
Okay, never mind. We don't have oil here. Where else can I get oil? The blacksmith. The blacksmith comes to mind. Let's see if he's got any oil.
Good day.
Yes?
Ah, lantern. There we go.
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What kind of trade?
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Oh, surprise him. Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
I think I know I need to trade him. I bet just the fossil for oil. Yeah, it's gonna be. Okay, let's head over there. I went the wrong way, but this should work. Because I got the chisel, I can use that to chisel it out. Okay.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
Cool. Alright, now let's give it to the blacksmith. But just not gonna, you know, piss off a small amount of folks here for destroying precious fossils and whatnot. Nope, totally not. Okay. Fossil with the blacksmith.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Okay, so now we can go into the tunnel, which I bet you it will take us into Hob's Barrow. And how's that? Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go with the forest. There we go. And then huzzah, we finally got to Hob's Barrow.
I should fill the lantern with paraffin before I go in there. Fumbling in the dark may cause me to spill the oil.
Oh, okay. So let's do that. Paraffin with the lantern.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Alright, so let's go into the hole.
Right, let's put this lantern to good use. Jane, come out at once. Goodness me! Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Huh. I was not expecting a badger. Huh. Can we go back in there?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
I'm actually surprised the badger didn't charge out. Really. But okay. Let's go to Hobbs Barrow. The actual one. Weird. Okay. She said, I think... Oh, I forget. Something about over the hill and blah, blah, blah. Not this way. Definitely not this path. Oh, past the oh, okay, yes. North of the cemetery. Oh, wait, we have no money. Snap, I can't buy a cake. I'm so annoyed. I can't eat a cake. Can I just ask for a cake?
Unfortunately, I don't think the cakes are free.
Can I bring up the cakes?
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
I'm so disappointed. Stupid assistant. I can't have a cake. Oh, burb.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
But bird, do you not see the bird?
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
That's kind of ominous and spooky that there's a burb right there. Like, come on. Acknowledge the burb. Walk over the burb. Nope, we're just gonna walk around him. Okay. There we go. We disrupted the burb. I can speak words. Alright. I'm assuming I can come here if I need more worms.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Okay, that's not ominous at all. Okay.
I've no desire to wander the furrows. The gate opens out into a vast tilled field.
Let's look at this house.
What do you want?
Oh, from the top.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye? What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Interesting. Yeah, from the top.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife. I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been, what, 25 years ago? You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The landers reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see. What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden. Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass. Pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye. My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
So, wait. Are we implying that Leonard Shoulder may not actually exist? No, he's gotta be real. I mean, unless it's someone else that wrote the letter in his name. Interesting.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Oh, okay. As you wish. I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer. Either, I guess the bottom one would be a good one. I mean, I think regardless, whatever we choose, we're gonna have to go in without his permission. But we'll do the bottom one.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
I guess the top, yeah.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
The letter.
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
The letters. Bop.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this, but yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can explore. I can't. Oh, a bucket. There we go.
This is not mine to take.
Lies. Let's take it.
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Well, never mind. Oh, a goat!
Easy girl.
Although I'm having broken sword.
I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
I'm having broken sword flashbacks here.
What a wild-looking thing.
Alright. Okay, well, let's just go to the Barrows and awkwardly stare at it.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
Okay, stone.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
Can we pick it up?
Someone has carved the letters AR into the stone.
I guess we can't take it. No, we can't. I mean, we could try, but yeah.
Hob's Barrow. Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
Apologies, I clicked a little too, excitedly. I was excited, I clicked. And I missed dialogue, I apologize. Let's see what we can do here.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Three, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, okay. So I just keep going to the left? I'm guessing it's something, yeah, there's a trowel there, so let's pick that up.
Now I'm ready.
And where do we start digging? Where does one start digging? Just in the ground? With, oh, it's something. Trowel with... I thought I saw something. Oh, with something. Oh, right there, with the dirt, the lump there.
No treasures here.
Oh, I see it. There's another spot right there. Okay, take this. Use that.
Nothing here.
Oh man, we're gonna ruin some plants. Oh well. Oh, there's another spot. Dig, dug.
Treasure! Daddy, I found the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
Okay, so now what?
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here. I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate. I do have a feeling there. I must get.
Okay, so no other dialogue. Okay, let's go talk to Mr. Bryden. Although I feel like it's just gonna be an absolute no. And I feel like she's just gonna try and do it anyways.
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Okay. Can you talk to the guy though?
I shouldn't disturb him at this late hour.
Okay, so no. Can we say goodbye to the goat?
I don't wish to risk waking it up.
Okay, never mind. Can we set him free? It doesn't look like we can set him free. Alright, let's go back to the inn then. I'm not a fan of this music though. Like it's a good soundtrack, but like it definitely sets that ominous heebie-jeebie feel. To the left. And then south. Oh my. Oh, there's fog. Oh, the fog. Alright, to the inn. Alright, let's stare at people and talk to people.
Mr. Crozier is enjoying a large mug of ale. Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favorite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay, can we talk to these gentlemen?
This local chap looks thoroughly intoxicated. A fearsome-looking brute of a man. Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off. In fact, I can think of a better punishment. Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You heard the man.
Charming.
Okay, so no, not a pleasant bunch of individuals. Did we look at the menu? I don't think we did, but we'll take a quick peek again.
The prices are cheap here. I'm not hungry at the moment.
Okay, let's talk to the bartender.
It's Mr. Stanley Kemp, the proprietor of the Plough and Furrow. He has the serious and worn-out facial expression of a man who deals with drunkards on a nightly basis.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Herbert! Let's get through this quickly and go talk to Herbert. Herbert! Quickly!
I found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
Do we all... No, I don't want to order a drink. We need to talk to
Goodbye.
Herbert.
See you soon.
Herbert!
I
Herbert!
don't wish to wake him up.
Pet the cat.
It's Herbert, the local stray.
Why won't you pet Herbert? Pet Herbert.
I don't wish to wake...
Pet the cat.
It's Herbert, the local stray.
Pet. Oh my god, woman. Pet. I will pet Herbert. There. I petted Herbert. You jerk. We'll order a drink, but I just want to talk to other people first. Let's talk to the man. Man.
He's engaged in a bout of pinfinger. Such a brutal hobby. Good evening, sir. I'll leave you to it.
Pet the cat.
It's Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to wake him up.
Fine. Let's talk to Zero.
Cyril seems gruff and unwelcoming, but I sense he may be a kind man under... Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
He seems even more wound up than usual.
Okay, can we go in the bathroom? Or is that going to be a just no bueno?
I must say, last night has rather put me off using these toilets. I'm glad I found Mr. Tillett.
Okay, so no. She won't use them. Alright, I guess we will order a drink.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley. A mug of your finest ale, please.
There we are. That's 2 pence on your account.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See you soon.
And I guess we'll just... Can we leave? Actually, I'm curious. Can we leave the building?
The sun has set and rain has swept in. I shan't go out again tonight.
Okay, so we just go straight to bed. That's that. Pet the cat, though.
I don't wish to wake him up.
Fine. Oh my god. Fine. We'll go to bed. Meh. Go to bed. Pass a little more time in front of the fire. I think if I click this... Yeah, she just stands there.
A lovely place to warm oneself. The crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals.
Okay, we'll just send her straight to bed. And then, yeah, that's that. A brand new day is upon us.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Miss Bateman. How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
One won't hurt. Perhaps I can gain more information from Mr. Tillett. No thanks. I should keep a clear head. I like the bottom one because, yeah, he drinks a lot.
Shouldn't you stop drinking so much?
You're beginning to sound like my dear wife. Please, Miss Bateman, I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
Oh, Mr. Tillett, if you insist.
Very good. Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
To Leonard Shoulder.
Wherever he may be. I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise, We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognised from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did. And another after that. And another. The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then. Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch, and if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull!
Well, this is a interesting landscape we have here. But I'm gonna actually wrap up the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Shameless plug as always. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you had a donut for breakfast or something like that. Let me know how you think of the game so far. Also, if you're also annoyed that you can't pet Herbert. It's just, oh, the worst ever. Poor Herbert. Lacking the pets. Also, check out my Twitch channel. Give me a follow there as well. I do stream on the weekends when my husband can take care of the potato. But anywho, you guys have a good morning, a good evening, a good night, and I'll hopefully see you in the next episode. Bye!